JeffAbold. We spoke to you last year, and we get to speak to you again, unprecedented 3 consecutive Boston Louis Classic victories.
It's a great feeling. Like I said before too, it's just every year I think we just get better and better with the car. I can't think of a better way to memorialize Boston Louis and everybody else, bring 3 wins to the family. Certainly something that I'm extremely proud of. I know the family's proud of it. They just work so hard at all this, and they're so passionate about the sport that I'm really happy to just bring it home for them.
Nacella had, I don't know, it seemed like a straightaway, a huge lead. Watching the laps tick down, is anybody going to catch him without a caution and you just turn on the afterburners or something? You came flying.
You know, at that point, started the race, I went backwards a little bit. At that point, I was a little bit nervous. Didn't want to go backwards at the start. That wasn't my plan. Just started to try to stay patient, started picking guys off. By the time I got to lead, I thought somebody else was actually leading. Then I looked up and Anthony had a good half a track at that point. So I knew at that point I really had to get going. They started backing up a little bit and I was able to just keep going. The car got better and better and everything. So you know, at that point I knew I had a car that could win the race. I really wanted it for them. And I knew Anthony was just getting a little bit worse at the end, so I was just hoping for a good battle with him at the end. We came out on top of it. So.
How hard were you pushing that car to catch him? I mean, you caught him at a pretty good clip to trace him from lap straight away.
You know, once I got up to the top 3 and I knew I had a good shot, we had about 10-15 laps to go. I really started pushing it. That's probably as good as we've had the car. I just, like I said, I really wanted it. Just pushed it real hard at that point. That's probably as hard as I had to drive it. That was a hard-fought win tonight, so we'll take it though.
That last restart, I'm sure you weren't looking for that caution, but that last restart you just took off again and let Randy and Greg Stower battle there for second.
Yep, always a good battle with Randy. He's always right there with me. We're always 1-2, it seems like, at this track. I knew at that point the car was going to be good on the restart. Sometimes it can make you a little bit nervous, but it's not exactly what I wanted to see because I think I had a pretty good lead built up at that point, but I knew we were going to be good there. Just want to be nice and smooth with it, didn't want to do anything stupid, and we were able to get it.
When you look at career accomplishments, winning at certain tracks or different series, not necessarily do you get the chance to win a race multiple times. Is that just a different achievement on your list at this point?
It is. You know, quarter midgets all the way up through. We've had championships in the midgets and everything. When you can win a single race that comes once a year, 3 times in a row like that, and you're the only one that's ever done that, I think that ranks right up there with anything I've done. To me, I'm certainly proud of it. I'm really happy with the way it went out. Like I said, it's just to be part of history with that. Basically, it's just a great thing.
What's the rest of your schedule looking like as the season winds down?
It looks like we're going to run Waterford in 2 weeks with my own car. We've got Thompson coming up. We might run that one. From here on out, there's only 2 or 3 races. We might run the DAV here at the end of the year. We'll kind of go from there and see. Maybe a couple super modified races here and there too. So we'll see what happens.
Is there anything set in stone or in the works for next season?
Right now, the plan is actually maybe run Oswego Speedway weekly for the championship. We'll also run my midget from time to time. Hopefully be back here next year for this race and try to make it 4 in a row. But nothing. We kind of have to make a decision from this point out. We'll see where we go from here.